Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. This psychic reading contains everything that you need to know about your love life, career, your friends, as well as your health and well-being. Rest assured that the exact time at which you found this video is the perfect time for you to pick one of these 4 groups. So these are the 4 groups and crystal combinations that I've got prepared for you right now. Group number 1 corresponds to the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck as well as the Carnelian crystal. Group number 2 corresponds to the Muse tarot deck as well as the Amethyst crystal. Group number 3 corresponds to the Pastel Journey tarot deck as well as the Rainbow Fluorite crystal. And group number 4 corresponds to the Divine Animals Oracle deck as well as the Labradorite crystal. You can find the timestamps to these 4 individual groups below in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section. That way you've got quick and easy access from your TV, your mobile devices, laptops, and your tablets, and feel free to tune into this podcast style as you're driving to work or school, or you're just being productive around your home. Trust that there is a reason why the universe has guided you to this particular space on the internet, and I'll now give you a little moment of privacy to meditate on the 4 groups so you can pick the perfect one for you. Of course, if you can't make up your mind between 2 or more groups, remember that your personal reading can be a mixture between multiple groups. If that is in fact the case, feel free to tune into multiple readings. Alright, my gorgeous soul, by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 4 groups. In case this is in fact the first time that you're on my channel, my name's Vanessa Somuayina I. You guys know me as your psychic big sis from the internet and your unicorn mom, and I have been practicing reading and teaching tarot cards for over a decade, and I can't wait to get into your reading with you right now. So please take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Let go of any doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs as we heal and replace them with everything that you deserve. Now let's get into your reading, my gorgeous soul. I will be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the Daily Crystal Inspiration Oracle deck, as well as the Carnelian crystal. So if this is the group that you chose, then simply keep watching. And to my other 3 gorgeous groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my gorgeous sister from another mister or brother from another mother of group number 1. You chose the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck as well as the Carnelian crystal in order to help guide you figure out exactly what you need to know in this timeless pick a card tarot reading. There's a reason why you chose the Carnelian, which I'll place right up here for you as we now step into your multi-part psychic reading. So let's see what the universe has to reveal for you right off the bat. We've got the Angel Light, which is the universe reminding you that support is all around you. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling unsure, if you're feeling overwhelmed or alone, remember that you have support all around you. Even if you have times of doubt, you've got more people who have got your back than you're aware of, and even strangers who would help you if you're in a challenging situation, and that comes as a huge surprise. Now, the Labradorite is a crystal that's telling you don't give up on your dreams. Instead, recall your dreams. Take notes, journal it. Remember all of the things that you wanted for yourself, whether it's being famous, wealthy, whether it's helping a ton of people, looking a certain way, having your own business, or being super successful as a parent, a mother, in your career. The universe is telling you get back into loving that part of yourself. And here with the agate crystal, get back into balance, my gorgeous soul. You might have thought that you're too old, it's too late, or it's not going to happen anymore if it hasn't happened up until now, but this is the universe confirming to you you've got support all around you. Your dreams are important. The universe still remembers that you've had these dreams, and you will have support to reach those dreams. But the most important thing for you to do is get back into the balance of actually believing in yourself and knowing that your dreams are possible. Now, here within the butterfly, we've got a spirit animal of the soul and of transformation. transformation. The universe is saying to you right here that you're going to go through a profound transformation that perhaps has even already started, group number one. If you've been feeling a little frazzled all over the place, or like things are changing and you can't quite explain why, it is indeed because of the soul of the butterfly message and you just currently being in an in-between stage. All right, we've got Scorpio in the 7th house. Scorpio is a water sign that is extremely mysterious and intense. And your 7th house actually is the house of marriage. It's the house of partnerships, and it's ruled by Libra. Scorpio in the 7th house. What I can see here for you is that you're a very intense person when it comes to your loved ones. You do not play games about their well-being, and you can get extremely intense if your loved ones are threatened or if someone treats them badly. When it comes to yourself, you kind of let things slide, but with children, your own kids, your best friends, nieces, nephews, you are extremely protective. And I see here within the links that you are the gatekeeper. You are the one that keeps everyone's secrets and that everyone trusts and knows that they can rely on. But to whom much is given, much is expected from, group number one. And the universe is also saying to you, don't feel the pressure to be perfect every single day. Instead, focus on progress instead of perfection. The links shows that a message will be given to you by somebody who has always supported your transformation. The links is a sign that a secret will be shared with you by someone who has always had your back. This is your best friend. This is someone that you're really close to. It could also be a partner and a spouse. And I see here within the meerkat that they're coming to you first because you are the most responsible person that they know. The meerkat is actually a symbol of responsibility, and that in your life you are given a lot of opportunities and a lot of responsibility because you're one of these people who actually know what to do with it. You don't let anything go to waste. Even food, for example, you don't like to waste. You don't like to be the type of person who just takes things for granted, and it shows because the universe just gives you more abundance because you are the type of person with whom that doesn't go to waste with. Group number one, there is a secret responsibility that's going to be shared with you where you are going to completely blossom and transform. This secret responsibility is going to be given to you in form of a secret project at your work, and that nobody is even allowed to know about. Signing NDAs is something that I am getting here in your reading, and that you are going to be in a place where you're so excited to share the news of your new job and project that's going to be so big that the entire world is going to know about, but you still have to wait just a little bit until you can reveal it. Now, in the Three of Cups, you are being celebrated, group number one, in a huge fashion. If you are watching this around your birth date, then that makes a lot of sense, and you'll have a surprise that your friends are going to organize for you that you knew nothing about. So get excited about that. Now, if this is not around your birth date, if this is not within 30 days of your birthday, what this means in the Three of Cups is extreme success. This means people at your job and in your career are going to say to you how inspiring that you are. They're going to celebrate all of your wins, and they're going to say to you that they wish they were just like you. So your discipline and the way that you show up is being valued deeply, and a lot of people see you as their source of their absolute biggest inspiration. Within judgment, there are a few people who judge you or who think, oh, there's no way that you're this perfect or you're able to get this much done. And within judgment, that is just a reflection of their own insecurity. Number one, what I see within judgment is that you are really hard on yourself, which is why it's really important for you to not listen to any naysayers or haters or people who don't believe in your dreams or your aspirations. Because in judgment, never listen to that. Group number one, judgment is actually a sign that now it's time for you to judge yourself less, because you're a lot more successful. You are a lot more intelligent than you give yourself credit for. and you've already accomplished far more than those surrounding you. I mean, look around, look at the people you grew up with. I see in the Six of Swords for you that protecting your heart is the most important thing you can do. The Six of Swords is also a sign that you are getting back into balance. The number 6 in numerology is a number of family, generosity, balance, and the Six of Swords is a sign that actually you are communicating in a very direct and clear manner with the people that you love, and that makes you super popular. People always feel like you're honest, like you're real with them, like you're not just playing games, and that is what makes you so attractive, and that is what makes people want to share even more with you. It's because you are so genuine, you are so sincere, group number 1, and because you are always sincere and you tell people the truth without hurting them, that is the one thing that makes you so different from everyone else. The Queen of Cups is actually a symbol of motherly energy. Being the mom friend of the group, the carer, the nurturer, the empath, that's not new to you, group number 1. And in the Queen of Cups, I see here that you are planning in advance for kids, pets, and those younger than you. So if you are a parent, it makes a lot of sense. Obviously, you're planning ahead for your kids. You're seeing where they're going to go to school. You're taking care of their needs, their doctor's visits, and so on. If you are a pet parent, you are behaving in a similar way, but obviously in a way that matches your pet. In the Queen of Cups, I can see that you are planning ahead for everyone around you, and that you have this mom type energy, and that you take excellent care of mental health and physical health of everyone surrounding you. Your love language is making people snacks, is giving people stability, making people around you feel really good, which is why you're the type of person that attracts so many people from so many different walks of life. Like, people just tell you their secrets without you even asking. And I see in the Queen of Cups that also taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, going to the massage, giving yourself, for example, the therapy session every week, that's a new beginning for you. Now, your spirit guides are saying to you, we're going to delve even more deeply into your reading and uncover your new beginning that comes next. I see in your new beginning that you are embarking on a completely fresh path, a different life. It's a complete revamp of who you are from the inside out and your entire existence. From the point of view receiving your psychic reading here today, nothing is ever going to be the same. This reading is going to see everything change, and for you to see your life in a different light. Once you see it and once you hear it, you can't unsee it and you can't unhear it. This is a journey that you will take by yourself. This is a journey where you can't bring everyone with you, and that's fine, because group number 1, you are so deep, you're so spiritual, you're so connected that not a lot of people can keep up with the way that you think. And this journey is not a lonely one. It's actually you getting to know yourself so well that you will become the highest, most successful version of yourself that you could ever dream or think of. And we are just at the start of your reading, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear and cleanse the space, then we'll delve even more deeply into your new beginnings and what you're going to be doing in solitude, but also what you're going to be doing in your love life, with your friendships, and with your career. We will uncover every single message that the universe has for you here today, so simply continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. So as already mentioned, I will now clear and cleanse the space, and then we'll move even more deeply into your prediction. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. Let's delve even more deeply into your reading to see exactly what the universe needs you to know right now. We've got inner peace. That's what's coming next for you. Even if you felt as though life was really crazy, that's actually more reason why inner peace is next. And that's because you're focused on your peace, you're focused on abundance, and you're focused on living a life that's really full. I see that here in the koi fish. And within pleasure, you're also focused on your pleasure finally, because you're the type of person who usually focuses on other people. You're always trying to make other people feel good, trying to make other people feel like they belong, and you take other people's traumas and pasts on board when you deal with them. And this is really special. Not a lot of people have the ability to be this empathetic and to think this deeply about how their actions might affect others, but you were always very emotionally intelligent. You were born that way already, group number one, where I can see here within solitude that despite having your home and family life, despite having your siblings and your extended family around a lot of the time, you still had these moments of solitude where you spent a lot of time reflecting, and you were always a little bit of a loner and a person who needed their own me time in order to really be able to reflect, to get to know yourself on a deeper level, much deeper than most others, especially in your age. And that usually prompts you to take action, because group one, I see that literally from solitude, that's where action comes from. You don't need someone micromanaging you or breathing down your neck or telling you what to do every single day. Actually, you need solitude. You need time by yourself to figure out how you want to complete your projects, how you want to move forward. And then when you've had your time to really think, then you take action. You're the type of person who knows what to do. You don't need anyone's advice. If you seek it out, that's great, but you take it on board and you mix it with your emotions and your feelings. In action, I do also see that what comes next for you is finally taking more action in life. So if you have had decision fatigue, because there are just so many decisions to be made in a day, so much to think of, I want you to know, group number one, that that's coming to an end. The universe is communicating to you that was a phase which is coming to an end, and taking action will start to happen really easily. And also, seeking knowledge is what's coming next for you. You've always been someone who's really good at learning, at growing, at just expanding their horizon. And within knowledge, you are a super knowledgeable person. You're always seeking to grow, to learn, and to become more kind of wise and really good at what you do in life. And I see here that what comes next is that you're expanding your knowledge. You're reading more, you're studying more, even taking a course that you didn't expect to take. And that's going to help you also to let go of overthinking of past relationships and friendships. Right now, group number one, you're in a phase in your life where you're breaking through barriers and you're actually becoming more successful than you thought possible. And that's making a lot of people around you feel really insecure. This next phase in your life is going to open your eyes up to the people who supported you, and you're also going to see what type of person to stay away from. And that makes you very emotionally smart and intelligent, and you're protecting yourself. As I see in the Battle of the Blues, you have dealt with feelings of depression, you have dealt with anxiety, with panic attacks. Battle of the Blues shows that you are taking steps towards positive change, group number one, which moving forward in your life, you're going to find that a lot of these steps that you're taking, they're paying off. It's like all of the positive change that you have put into your mind, you are acting on it as well. So if you say you want to go to therapy, you'll go to therapy. If you say you want to start journaling, you're going to start journaling. You're letting go of all of the times you told yourself that you would do it and then ended up not doing it or procrastinating it, because you're just at a point in your life where you're asking yourself, why should I be so tough on myself? There's no point in that. It doesn't help me to do anything in a better way either, so I might as well be kind to myself and see where that gets me. And what happens next is a huge change in your home, group number one. There's something about your home that you don't like and that you want to change, and you are going to change it as you finally find a good solution for it. And from big changes like moving your home completely to changing all of the furnishings and just the look and feel of your home, I see that you're very resourceful. So it doesn't matter what your budget is, you'll find a way to do it. And within home, you're spending a lot of time at home, which is giving you a lot of inner peace. It's like the solitude is very healing to you, and also focusing on pleasure means that you're doing things that you love at home, and you're rediscovering things like cooking, listening to music and dancing to music, cleaning up, making your space feel really put together. And in Hole in the Soul, the universe is saying here that that's exactly what you're healing. For a long time, you felt like you had a hole in the soul, you felt like there was something missing, and you kept looking externally for validation. You kept looking externally for things that can help you to fill the void or fill the hole in the soul. Having phases of purchasing expensive things just because you thought it would make you feel better. Trying to appeal to people and please people that are not pleasable. Trying to be the one who like makes themselves smaller so other people feel more comfortable and confident in themselves. You're just realizing all of that was never the solution. All of that was never going to fill the void, but actually filling up your cup first, doing the things you love doing, putting yourself first. That is what is actually making you live life without this feeling of a hole in the soul. That is what you actually needed, what is healthiest for you, group number 1. And you're seeing that rather than it being an external thing, it's an internal job. Within slight, I can see here that group 1, okay, you're becoming more slight in your appearance. So working out, eating healthily, focusing on your body composition. So that means that not only are you eating healthily, but your body is changing. You're becoming more muscular, you're becoming fitter, which means that also your size is shrinking. And I do see here within slight that you're the type of person, your appearance is going to feel a lot less intimidating, and also your facial structure is going to become a lot more like slight and slim and slender and very defined because of this. And within fan, I am seeing a lot of people are going to turn into huge fans of yours. You have got a lot of people turning into fans, group number 1, which means that especially if you work in marketing or social media and this is something you want to grow in, you'll have a lot of fans that you're amassing that you didn't think are going to come into your life so quickly. And what's happening next for you here in slight and fan is that you're going to notice how the better you take care of yourself, the less inflamed that your body is. So it's like the slighter and more defined you look like. This doesn't mean that you have to be a certain size to amass fans. It's just that the more that you're feeling put together, the more that people can sense that in you, and then they want to be around you. They want to follow you. They want to see what's coming next in your life, and they want to be part of your journey, group number 1. Let's move more deeply into your reading. We've got the Emperor. What's next for you is taking the lead and feeling like the emperor of your life and being completely in charge. The Emperor is the 4th card of the major arcana in the tarot, and this is actually a card ruled by Aries. So what I see here is leadership, what I see here is logic, what I see here is that you are in a situation where you are the boss, where you're the one who is able to take the lead to control situations. And the thing here within the Emperor is also that you're attracting that energy from friends and from romantic partners as well. The more that you're comfortable being yourself and leading and saying what it is that you want, the more successful Emperor energy people that you are attracting. Now, the 3 of Swords is a sign that somebody is actually really sad that they've lost you, because you've gone from being a doormat to essentially being like an emperor of your life. When you quote unquote change and you go from trying to appease and please everybody to now putting your own needs first, what happens is that the people who wanted to use you, who wanted to have you in their lives for their benefit, now all of a sudden they're feeling the change. They're feeling like, wait a minute, I can't control her so easily anymore. Wait a minute. They're more interested in themselves now. He really wants to do what he wants to do at this point, and there's nothing I can do to control it. So control and the Emperor, and control being the 3 of Swords, that is a type of connectivity where there is friction, and where in the end you standing up for yourself, being very diligent, which means working hard on this area of your life, working hard on yourself, leads to very desirable results for you. Because what happens is that you stay strong and you become even stronger, because instead of caving, instead of allowing others to make you feel small or play small again, no, you're standing tall, proud, and you're keeping yourself and your energy really big. And that's something that not everyone expected you to be able to do. Now, within opportunity, group number 1, the next thing coming towards you is a huge opportunity in your life. An opportunity that you didn't expect, that you intuitively know was meant for you though. And this opportunity coming into your life will turn even more people into fans. And it is an opportunity that is based on the hard work you've already put in and the diligence. I see that here in connectivity to the diligence card that we received for you. And this opportunity is an opportunity that you're receiving, you're taking, and that makes you in a position of power. That's what I see here in the Emperor, and that a lot of people are going to be shocked that you got it so early on in life at this stage, that you didn't have to wait as long, that you didn't have to jump through other hoops that some people have had to jump through and have had to deal with. So literally, you are shocking everybody with the opportunity that you're getting from the universe. And I see here within thought that this is an opportunity for you to go on a big stage, something like a TED Talk, a TEDx talk. Here, having a presentation, your thoughts being valued, so being paid for your thoughts, being paid for your creativity. It's a big opportunity that comes next, where the part of you that is different, that loves like the magical realm of life, that loves things like spirituality and tarot and oracle, you're having a huge opportunity in that part of your life, which is about to take off completely. I see here in the King of Air, which actually corresponds to, again, thoughts. The element of air is the element of communication, of your thoughts, and also of your intelligence. The king shows that like there's king energy here, which is like emperor energy, which is an energy of someone who's sure of themselves, someone who doesn't need permission. Like you're not waiting for other people to tell you that you're allowed to win in order for you to win. You're just winning. You're just doing what you've always been destined to do. And I see in the King of Air that what this does is it puts you into promotions, it puts you into making more income, it puts you into like a higher tax bracket, quite literally speaking. And within the 4 of fire, you have goals, you're setting them and you're reaching them. No more excuses, no more allowing other people to get in the way of you reaching your goals. When you set your mind to reach your goal, you aim for it, you make it a target, and you get there. You're not letting people get in the way of you reaching your goals. You're setting the targets, you're hitting them early, you're hitting them hard. And what happens is that your whole environment changes. The place that you live, it changes. The people you are spending time with, it changes. Even your relationships romantically, they change. The options you have for people changes. So whether you're single, that is going to change. And even if you're in a committed relationship, that dynamic changes too. As I see here in the 6 of Air, that the thing is, you have always been someone who can do both. Like you can be sweet and calm and kind and nurturing. And then you also have a side of you that is dark, that has its own demons, its own things that you're dealing with, and that can also be very like real, outspoken, direct, and fearless. This is something not everyone gets and understands. A lot of people think that you are like a very like multifaceted person, but in a way that they just don't understand and they just don't get. And we have also got G and M, so you are turning into a good morning person, group number 1. That is what the universe is saying to you. And having great mornings means that you've got a plan, you're taking care of yourself. And we've also got the letter E, so you are a gem. And adding gems to your life is something that is happening for you next. You will come across a crystal, a gem, a piece of jewelry unexpectedly a few weeks after you've received this reading. It might even be a few days. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And you're going to be like, I need to have this. So we've got our 4th house right here. I'll show you this. The number 4, our 4th house, which is ruled by Cancer, which is the house of your family, your home, also your past life. And then what we've also got here is we've got big Capricorn energy. 4th house in Capricorn is the energy of working really hard to build a beautiful home life, a beautiful family, taking care of children in a way, quote unquote, better manner than your parents took care of you. And what I see here is like you're a gem because you are that person who is the glue of their own family, and you are creating a beautiful family with kids, with a spouse, with a partner that sees you as a gem. And when people actually see how much you put into relationships, yourself, personal development, growth, that is something that they find so inspiring. And those who don't see it or don't value it, stay far away from them, group number one, because gem in correspondence to the 4th house with Capricorn, it is a sign and a symbol that literally those closest to you, they can't picture their life without you. They would never want to be without you. Your family and home life is the most important, so protect that and keep those people really close. Invest as much time as you can into your family, into your own kids, your own pets, whatever stage you're in right now at the point of you receiving this reading, and keep that part of your life protected. Because there's a lot of people who will want to be part of your life, but they're not in tune enough to know how to handle someone like you, and they might end up hurting you, not because they want to or because it's intentional, but just because literally jealousy is something that they can't control. As I see in the Queen of Wands, you are destined to have a beautiful aesthetic home. You are destined to have a home that just looks so put together, so nice in the colors and finishes that represent you, who you are personality wise. It's almost something that's like Instagrammable that you might see on social media, and that is so inviting, so warm. Protect your home. The Queen of Wands shows that you are someone who is not only planning an amazing future, but you will have this amazing future. And the 8 of Swords is a symbol that the only thing that holds you back is the overthinking, and is letting other people's thoughts kind of sway you into a different direction. Don't let other people who tell you something is too hard or too big or hasn't been done before, don't let them sway you or take away your drive, your passion, your ambition, and your courage. Because one thing that I'm getting here from the universe is that you are always meant to accomplish big things, group number one. That's just who you are. That's who you were born to be. And of course, there are some people who don't get it or who have a different path in life, but don't let them talk you out of your ideas, because you are a gem. The ideas that you have are gems. You are a big thinker, a big achiever. And I also see here that you are meant to be that person where when your kids, your grandkids, future generations talk about you, they say that you changed something in the family tree and in the family history and the patterns. You broke patterns. You were an innovator. You were someone who basically like didn't care what anyone said. You would still accomplish things, go for things. You would still be fearless. And literally, you are like meant to be an icon in your bloodline. So don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Group number one, this is the reading that I've received for you, and I trust that you found it insightful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as tarot card readings are energetic exchanges. That way you can make sure that you actually receive this energy in full swing. And wherever you are on our beautiful planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. You chose the Muse tarot deck as well as the Amethyst crystal to help guide you and bring us clarity in your tarot card prediction today, which we're going to get straight into with this Muse tarot deck. I've just put your Amethyst crystal right up here, which, by the way, this is a stone that brings out your psychic ability and your sixth sense. So whether you identify as having psychic abilities or just a very strong intuition and sixth sense, you can read people effortlessly, you're the type of person who can feel things before they're said, then this is actually a stone that encourages that, and that may be the reason why you intuitively picked this group. Now let's move into your reading. We've got the Muse of Inspiration. So one thing that I see here is that you are going to be wildly inspired to create a huge change in your life and the lives of others. Group number 2, you've always been an innovator. You've always been the type of person who isn't afraid to stand out and who hasn't really had a choice, because you're not someone who just goes with whatever society tells you to do. You've always been seen as kind of different and maybe even like a problem. But The 10 of emotions shows here that that is now turned into your biggest superpower, as the 10 of emotions corresponds to you having fun, having the best time, and also having healthy relationships in your life. This is one of the most positive cards of the tarot when it comes to relationships, both romantic as well as friendships and your family life. One of the main messages here is that the people who really love you and appreciate you, they love that you are a muse of inspiration, which means you aren't afraid to try new things. You're super creative. You're the type of person that they can talk to about any idea, that they can dream big with. And in the 10 of emotions, I see ultimate fulfillment that comes next for you. And the universe is communicating to you, don't be afraid to make new friends. And even if you are single, to go out on more dates, put yourself out there more. For those of you who are in a committed long-term relationship, the 10 of emotions shows happiness, fulfillment, and remember, when you see things on social media, the grass isn't always greener in those perfect seeming relationships. Those relationships we see online that seem perfect, because a lot of them are actually close to the brink of breaking. Just think about it. The amount of times they have to refilm content and stage it in order for it to look so perfect. Your relationship where you're just living and you're in the moment is probably a lot more authentic and a lot more rich in depth and emotions, and is going to last a lot longer. Next, we've got the Page of Emotions, which right here we've got a lot of messages about your emotions and your feelings, and that those are turning really positive. The 10 of emotions, the number 10, is that number of completion, and the Page of Emotions shows that you're on a journey to self-discovery that you have never even thought you would be on in the past. You are discovering new parts of yourself, your psychic abilities, and you're doing it by being open to, yes, I might be different, and that is probably my biggest strength. The Page of Emotions also shows that you're switching your diet in some way, group number 2. Let me know in the comment section if this is something you've been thinking of doing or you've actively been involved in. Switching your diet in a way that feels better for you, that is more manageable, that you can maintain for the long term. As I see here within the wheel, that you are the kind of person who, once they set their mind to something, you accomplish it. The wheel is actually corresponding to amazing luck, to good fortune. What I see here within the wheel is that actually what comes next for you is amazing luck, good luck, winning, and feeling on top of the world here in correspondence to the 10 of emotions, because your projects are closing off beautifully. You're more successful than you actually expected to be at this point in your life. And in the wheel, we've got the number 10 again. In connectivity to the 10 of emotions, all right, this number 10 is a number of completion in numerology. It's a number of winning. And I see in the Ace of Voices that winning is something that you're now going to get used to, and a lot of people are then going to start coming to you for advice. I see that in the Ace of Voices. They want to hear your voice, they want to hear you speak, they want to hear you talk, they want to hear the wisdom that you have to share. That's also why we've got our owl here. Now, the Ace of Voices represents you wanting to share with others what made you so successful, and you're wanting to give as much knowledge as you can. You want to pass that down. Now, if you're a parent, then of course this makes sense. Even as a pet parent, you want your pet to be as well and as taken care of as possible, emotionally, physically. But of course, even if you're not and you're single as a Pringle, you're doing your own thing, the Ace of Voices shows here, whether it's co-workers, whether it's kids that you know from family and acquaintances, they're all wanting to hear you speak. They're all wanting to know how you became who you are today. And you will be telling stories about different instances in which you thought you couldn't keep going, that you thought would break you, but you still persevered, and you still were able to create a life that is filled with wonders. See here within wonders that you are literally like a gem, a crystal, a very special individual that has overcome some things that is like really close to a miracle. So even if as a kid you had some sort of illness or you were close to death at some point, and this is something you overcame, just being alive is a wonder in itself. And one of the main things that you are able to look forward to next, group number 2, is freedom. You're realizing that the only thing that's really worth anything to you in life is freedom, and that is what you're going after and what you're achieving next in your life. Freedom to do what you want to do, to travel, freedom to not have to worry about your basic needs like groceries, like bills, like your vehicle, like taxes, all of these different very earthly things. I see that your goal and your next accomplishment is freedom for that, and you've got amazing, for one, luck, but also knowledge. And that's why a lot of people, they're coming to you for advice, because you're the one who makes it out of poverty. You're the one who's making it out of mediocrity in your family. You're changing things. And out of poverty doesn't just mean growing up in a poor family financially. If your family has a poor mindset around food, around relationships, around self-development, really, you are the first one to change that. You're the first one to be a leader, to do things differently. And that also just puts you in a position of, once it works for you, instead of people thinking that you're crazy, now all of a sudden they're coming to you for advice and they're asking you how you did it. But you are the one who goes first, who makes the change first, who accomplishes the things first. And I see a lot of recognition for that that's coming towards you next. And the Lemurian quartz shows that you are practicing patience. This is one of your strengths and your superpowers, because you're not going to let anyone make you impatient and make you kind of mess up your life for no reason. You are a very patient person when it comes to your success and your wins. And that is honestly what is making you so successful in life. And the pink opal is a symbol. Being kind to yourself is what the universe wants you to focus on. Being kind to yourself means that you treat yourself the way that you would treat your best friend. So I'll put that right at the center of your tarot card reading here. If you treat your friends, your family, kids with more kindness than you treat yourself, this is like your sign from the universe. Be kind to yourself, be good to yourself. Group number 2. Don't be so hard on yourself, and pay a lot of close attention to the words that you use with yourself. So making sure those are always really nice. That brings you back into balance. Feeling like you need balance again can come from being overworked. Spirit is giving us this message here. The universe is saying you've been overworked and you need balance, you need breaks, you need more rest. You need to give yourself a little bit more freedom, a little bit more time to just do whatever it is that you want to do, and do it in a guilt-free way. I'm actually going to put your crystals right over here so we can still see the other cards. So the most important thing for you to do is to focus on freedom, focus on doing the things that you love doing. For me, for example, I love to walk a lot. I love to go on walks, and sometimes I would think to myself, well, I'm wasting time. I could be helping people. I could be doing private readings. I could be working. I could be helping my friends and family. I could be like just doing so many more productive things. That's what I would tell myself, until I realized the most productive thing I can do is getting myself back into balance. And if I love going for walks, or I love going to workout classes, or I love meal prepping for the week, or making meals and snacks for the people that I love, that's really productive, because what it does is it makes me healthy physically and mentally, so I can be of service for much longer. So I can do good things in the world and be there for the people that I love healthily and resentment-free for really, really long. And the thing that the universe is saying to you, beware of like entrapping yourself. So holding yourself in a situation where, oh, you're only wanting to be productive, and where you're constantly thinking to yourself, you should do more, you should be better. That is like self-entrapment. We don't even need other people to entrap us or put us in a box or make us feel heavy and small. Sometimes we do that all by ourselves. And the universe is saying to you, group number 2, take a little moment to think about whether you've been doing that to yourself. And if you have, it's time for you to stop doing that and be real with yourself about the fact that it's not necessary. You're already so awesome. You're already doing so well. And your inner child deserves more. Your inner child deserves to feel loved, to feel taken care of, and to feel safe as well. Especially if as a child you feel like your inner child wasn't safe, like your hobbies weren't very encouraged, they weren't invested in. Maybe you wanted to do horseback riding, but your parents kept saying you don't have the time or the funds. Maybe you wanted to be famous and do music, and your parents never believed in you or got you singing lessons or dancing lessons if you wanted to perform. Maybe your inner child just yearns to be able to be a child. If you were parentified from a young age and your parents made you have to do very grown-up tasks or think like a grown-up because they were very childish. So literally the universe is saying, take care of your inner child, and now you can do it from a place of wisdom. The good thing about you being so responsible from a young age and surviving like bullying, overcoming different forms of like abuse, really, it has made you really wise. It has turned you into the person that you are today, that literally nobody can really mess with, and nobody can get in the way of your success and your accomplishments. And the amazing thing about this wisdom is that nobody can ever take it away from you, and the people would literally pay to have the wisdom that you have. So if you have been writing a book, or you have been wanting to do some sort of course, or even wanting to read tarot because you've learned so much about yourself, tarot, astrology, symbols, life, then this is your sign really to lean into that wisdom, because that is your path. The moon is a symbol of following your intuition, as the moon is that planet that connects to the feminine cycles and your intuitive nature. And group number 2, the universe is saying to you, especially if you've got strong Cancer placements, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, even Cancer in Venus or Jupiter, I need you to know here within the moon that makes you an extremely intuitive and psychic person, and to use your psychic ability, to be open to discovering it, to be open to even like looking more deeply into it. You might be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. The Six of Cups shows us here that you are meant to be the protector and the provider of your family emotionally, not physically, not financially, emotionally, group number 2, which means that your friends, your kids, your extended family, your own parents, they come to you all the time because you have the best sixth sense. And you have this type of ability to be empathetic, to heal, and to help others, that you are meant to turn into part of your career. Whether you work in corporate, you do a 9 to 5, or you've got your own business, your empathy and your intuition, that is your biggest strength. That's your biggest superpower. That is what sets you apart from others. And the 5 of Wands is actually a symbol that literally the amount of times that you have gone through challenges and you completely forgot, wait a minute, I'm psychic. Wait a minute, I've got superpowers. Wait a minute, let me pull a tarot card, or let me just use my intuition. The amount of times you completely forgot about that, the universe is trying to remind you, hey, you don't need to forget about that. You don't have to just leave that on the sidelines. Use your abilities, use what you've been gifted with, because you've been gifted with these abilities for a reason. They're meant to be yours. And the Fool shows that as soon as you've received this psychic reading, you will start on a new journey. You'll start on a new energetic change. So after you've received this reading, you will feel different from the inside out. There's something about you that will just feel different. You will feel a sense of deeper clarity. You will feel a sense of being very connected to who you were always meant to be, to your psychic ability. The Fool is the first card of the major arcana within the tarot, and it represents a completely fresh beginning and a transformation, as you can also see here in the butterflies. The Flute represents being outspoken, so speaking your truth. And what we've got here in the horns is being very stubborn and being very single-minded about your success and also your path and your journey in life. You're learning the older that you get that also parents and other adults, nobody really has it fully figured out. So you get to pick your own path, and what someone else decides for themselves, that has nothing to do with you, and other people's opinions aren't going to stop you from being your best, most successful self. The Fool is also an indication that this new journey is going to feel so fun, so good. I see here that in your career, you're doing things completely differently, and it's really fulfilling you, and you have some huge surprises coming towards you that you did not expect. And I want us to see exactly what area of your life is going to be the most deeply affected by this. All right, so outside of our viewfinder outside of our camera, we've got Gemini, and then we've got the third house. The third house, coincidentally, is the default ruler of Gemini as well. So we hit the nail on the head with this placement. And your third house being in Gemini means that communication is something that's spot on with you. Also, your relationship with siblings and extended family, I do see here that that is where a lot of your wisdom is going to make a real change. And your third house is that house of yours where communicating gets you paid and creates abundance, safety, and value. So speaking up, writing that book, starting your YouTube channel, sharing on social media, getting into more marketing, more communicating with clients, with customers, that's where you will really excel and create a completely new life for yourself. Group number 2, that is where the universe is telling you to focus on more deeply for the absolute best, most positive results and changes that you can have in your life. Now, group number 2, we are by far not at the end of your psychic reading. There are so many more messages and nuggets of wisdom that the universe has for you. You don't have to lift a finger or do a thing, but what I'll do right now is I will clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back for us to dive more deeply into your reading. So simply hold on tight, continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy this reading, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into these messages that you are meant to receive right now. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. Let's see precisely what else the universe needs you to know about your life, health, wealth, love, as well as all the in-betweens. So let's see what's coming towards you. One thing within wisdom is the fact that group 2, you're extremely wise. You have learned from every mistake that you've made, and people always come to you for the best advice. I see here within wisdom that what's next for you is your sharing your wisdom on a larger scale, whether that be through helping people by becoming their teacher, or sharing your wisdom with friends, family, and work colleagues who are coming to you for advice. And I see here within transformation that you are able to do the things that others wish they could, which is getting people to transform. You are someone who is able to help people with transformation. You are someone who is able to help others go from feeling lost, unseen, and unheard to being completely transformed in their butterfly stage of life and feeling so much better about themselves. You are extremely wise and intelligent, and you yourself have gone through numerous transformations already from the point of view being a teenager. You have physically and also mentally transformed, and I want us to see precisely what area of your life the next transformation is going to be in. We've got your third house, which, by the way, your third house is ruled by Gemini. House number 3 is your house of communication and siblings, and I need you to understand here the next way in which you're going to transform is a completely different way of communicating. You are using words that aren't triggering to others, but you also know how to trigger the best in people. Transformation is also happening with your siblings and with friends who are so close to you that you basically consider them to be family. Those are the areas of your life in which transformation is taking place, and the transformation is based on your wisdom and the fact that you know how to have the best of everything in life now. The best relationships, the best work-life balance, and the agate is a symbol of you getting back into balance. So relationships that might have been strained, not even because of like arguments, but more because you didn't have time to meet, there was a lot of distance, you're coming back together with those closest to you, and also you are moving back to balance with your communication. So if you feel like for a long time it was hard for you to communicate your feelings, or you were kind of very abrupt in communication, you are now coming back into balance. And the rainbow obsidian is actually showing us that it's because you're healing your heart. Heartbreak and challenging situations that really hurt you. Group number 2, you are healing from it all, and you are literally so thankful for all the experiences you've had. That's what I see in the rainbow obsidian, because to you, those experiences, good, bad, and everything in between, they have shaped you into the person that you are today. And you're proud of who you are today. You're proud of yourself. You're proud of your work and who you've become. And you're also proud of who you are yet to be, because you know you're going to be able to accomplish huge things. And this is where the universe is saying to you, let go of any type of weight that holds you back, be it your body image not being 100% where you want it to be, or be it thinking, oh, maybe my dreams are too big. Ask yourself this, especially here as I am seeing body image and transforming. That's a big one for you. How often in your life have you looked in the mirror and just said to yourself, I'm completely perfect. Every inch of me, every single ounce and pound and centimeter and inch of my body. Now, if that's never happened, why not just start only seeing yourself as perfect? Because if you've spent your whole life seeing yourself as imperfect, if you spent your whole life constantly looking at what can be improved, what can look better, what can you put more effort into, where can you work harder, if that's all you have focused on until now, clearly you've never gotten to the point where it was enough, or where you've seen yourself as perfect or worthy, or just done with constantly being in the process of getting there. So what if you just told yourself you're there, you're perfect, you're amazing, you are in your highest form? As I see here in the Six of Wands, literally the universe sees you as a victorious winner, because the universe knows what is to come next in your life. Because you're a victorious winner, because you are someone whom others look up to, because you are in your power right now, the best thing you can do is be wise enough to just turn everything around, do a 180, and start seeing yourself as amazing, rather than always feeling like there's that little extra inch. When you've got that, you'll be happy. The Eight of Cups is literally telling you, walk away from that mindset of always almost getting there, about to be there, always needing to improve or better something. How about you're already perfect? How about the mindset of I'm already there, I'm already accomplished, and I've already got everything that I need in order to be successful. I am already successful. I see here in the Queen of Wands that what comes next for you is actually a phase of winning because of a winning mindset. Not because you're working harder, not because you're working longer hours or you're putting in more effort. It's just only because of your mindset, group number 2. That is what makes you win. That is what is getting you to the finish line. That is exactly what you needed to flip, switch, and change in order to live the best life ever. And that's what I see happening next for you. You're walking away from anything that doesn't add to that, because in wisdom and transformation, you've completely transformed into the wiser, better version of yourself. And judgment is actually telling us that what comes next is that you're understanding what judgment has done, and that you don't need to be so hard on yourself. You're going to stop judging yourself so much, because group number 2, you're really hard on yourself all the time. You're really hard on your accomplishments, on your wins, on everything that you've done in life. And literally the universe is telling you here within judgment, it's time to judge yourself in a way you would judge your best friend, your closest family member, your niece, nephew, your own child, or even your own fur baby. Would you judge your child so much if you are a cat mom or a dog mom? You know, you've got a Maine Coon kitten, you've got a little Yorkie pup, a Frenchie, you've got yourself a golden retriever. I want you to know here that if you look at your puppy right now, regardless what breed, if you look at your cat, your hamster, whatever it is that you see as your child, as your baby, would you judge it as hard, or would you constantly encourage it to do better? You're perhaps a parent, or you know what it's like to be a parent. Maybe you've got younger siblings or nieces and nephews. Would you judge them so hard the way that you judge yourself? And what would that judgment do if you judged them so hard? It would probably completely put them off of trying again. If the first time they failed at walking, talking, writing, singing, being athletic, it would probably put them off so much that they would never try again. And that's something that you are going to completely turn around for yourself. And I see here in the Hanged Muse, rather than constantly seeing what you can do better, it's not that you don't want to improve, but you're looking at what you're already doing amazingly well and building off of that. The Hanged Muse is the hanged man in the traditional tarot decks. It's the same card, represents the number 12, which in numerology, this is a number of collaborating with other people because it's got the base vibration of the number 3, and not being afraid to like look at yourself and say, I'm doing amazing. Actually, let me completely shift my perspective, and rather than constantly being hard on myself, why don't I just give myself the grace that I give others and celebrate what I've already done? We've also got the number 3 that we received earlier with our astrodice. So remember here, the number 3 showing up is your sign to let yourself be kind to yourself finally. And here within temperance, what comes next is also a complete elimination of a habit and substance in your life that isn't serving you. Some of you will be going sugar-free, or you won't be drinking any alcoholic or caffeinated beverages, perhaps smoking or other substances that are mind-altering or just change your state. This is a channel that is open to all of you. We're not judging regardless on what it is that you want to temper yourself in. It could even be like a spiral of sitting at home and doom scrolling rather than following your dreams. In the Temperance card, what I can see here from the tarot is that next you're going to move into balance in the areas of your life where you're like, I really want to improve this. I really want this to be better. I don't want to go out on the weekends and get blackout drunk or drink a lot and then feel bad for the next 2 days. I don't want to be doom scrolling, comparing my life to someone else's on Instagram. Meanwhile, I started from a completely different place. I'm just watching a highlight reel and feeling bad about myself. I'm not doing that anymore. I see here within the Chameleon that what's next for you is change. The universe can tell here that you're ready for a big change. You've been wanting this big change for a long time, and if the change doesn't just come or happen naturally, you will make it happen. And guess what? Here in the Chameleon, we've got master number 33. Can you see that right up here? Group number 2. 33, or angel number 333 are those numbers that you are meant to look out for right now. I see in the number 3 showing up in many different ways within your reading that actually right now is a time of change, and don't be afraid to change with others. What I do to change with others is I talk to people who are ambitious. I go to different classes, be it entrepreneurial classes where I can learn from other fellow psychic CEOs and spiritual entrepreneurs. I go to Pilates classes to connect with other people who want to move their bodies as well. I go to different tarot events, and the most important thing for you to do is to know here that putting yourself in different environments, that is what allows you to change really easily, and kind of breaking old patterns and habits. That makes it so easy for you to become the best version of yourself, to change the parts of yourself or your life that you aren't as happy with. Within the Bison, you are adding a ritual to your life, is what I see here, that is also going to completely change everything for you. A ritual of dressing differently. So maybe you've just recently been looking at your wardrobe thinking, what can I sort out? What can I get rid of? Not really 100% happy with my wardrobe or with the way that I show up. I feel like my clothes could make me feel more amazing and better in my own skin. That is the message I'm getting here in the Bison and the Chameleon. You know how the Chameleon changes its color and its appearance? You are literally being encouraged to change your appearance, change your wardrobe, detox the colors that you don't like, that don't really look amazing on you or don't make you feel amazing, and simply embrace this new version of yourself. Because group number 2, you've got some huge changes coming that start with you, and then it ends up changing your entire environment, so everything around you. And literally your spirit guides are telling you, don't wait, go for it. Like, get rid of those clothes that you know are ill-fitting or that you know never make you feel good when you're wearing them. Make sure that you take on this completely new persona that you are about to step into, because in the Tower I can see the old is going to fall apart. The way you've been isn't sustainable because you deserve more, you deserve better, group number 2. And the thing is, more and better and bigger is coming. And to avoid falling apart or becoming really anxious, go with the flow right now of what feels good, and don't be afraid that you'll regret letting go of things, because you won't. Group number 2, you won't regret donating those clothes, giving things away that you haven't worn in over a year. You actually won't even notice, and you'll feel so much more free for it. Let's move more deeply into your reading. We've got the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Cups, I do see here complete fulfillment in your relationships, especially the relationship you have with yourself, all because you weren't afraid to let go of the old you. You weren't afraid to let go of the things that you knew. You weren't afraid to also let go of friends and family that don't accept or encourage the new you, the improved version of you. And the 10 of Cups is literally that symbol of ultimate fulfillment. Guess what, group number 2? We've got 2 cards that literally popped right out as I was shuffling, which is the Empress and the Death card in reverse. These cards are extremely powerful, as the Death card in reverse shows you are ready to be revived. The Death card in reverse shows that you've got a complete transformation and change. This is like another message of transformation like we received earlier here in the butterfly. So leave a butterfly emoji below in the comment section to claim this reading, group number 2, because the only way anyone would know is if you're part of group number 2 and you've watched your reading all the way to this point. So in the Death card, know that you have a complete change, transformation going on in your life, and the Empress is a sign and a symbol, as you can see, of being your best self, being your most attractive self. This is also showing fertility being really high. Fertility not just in your body, but to conceive new ideas, to conceive a new life, a life that makes you emotionally so fulfilled and happy. As the 10 of Cups is the 10 of the element of water, which represents that complete absolute fulfillment about how you feel about yourself, your romantic relationship, your friendships, and your family. Now, group number 2, this is an amazing start to this new chapter in your life, and I can't wait for you to claim it. Make sure you do so below in the comment section. Do remember that tarot card readings are energetic exchanges, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you claim this reading, but only if it resonated for you. That way you can make sure to claim this energy. And group number 2, wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose my Pastel Journey Tarot deck as well as the Rainbow Fluorite Crystal. This is the beautiful Rainbow Fluorite that you chose, and this is one of the decks that I've self-published. We'll get straight into your reading to figure out precisely what the universe needs you to know. So first and foremost, we've got the 4 of Swords as well as Judgment. Stop judging yourself so hard, group number 3. You've gone through a lot in this lifetime, and it's time that you're kinder to yourself, because honestly you're judging yourself unnecessarily for a lot of things that were out of your control. The 4 of Swords is a symbol that you're the type of person who is super self-reflected. You are very emotionally intelligent. You're an empath. You always think how everything will affect the other person that you're dealing with as well. You don't just think of yourself ever. And here within Judgment, I see that you overthink interactions so much, group number 3, and what you're meant to know is that moving forward to be your best version, you need to learn to stop judging yourself so hard. The 9 of Wands is actually showing us here that it's time to actually heal yourself, to take time to go on a vacation, to get a massage, to go to the spa, and quite literally having, for example, irritable bowel syndrome, so IBS, feeling depressed or being clinically depressed, feeling like your body is just sore, puffy, or feeling inflamed. The 9 of Wands is a sign it's time for you to take a break and to stop expecting yourself to always be doing everything all at once, all in one go, and remind yourself here that the things that you see on social media, they're not real, group number 3. The universe wants you to remember that you're literally watching highlight reels 24/7 of other people's best moments that are really staged, and then you're comparing yourself to that. And the universe is telling you, take your breaks before you're burnt out, because you deserve it, and right now is a great time for it. The Sun is one of the best cards you could receive right now. It is the card of the major arcana in the tarot of feeling fulfilled, of being in an energy of good luck and good fortune. And that is what I see here for you next, as soon as you've healed some of your burnout or you're close to being burnt out stage. The universe is trying to say to you, instead of judging yourself, how about you heal yourself, you be kind to yourself, be soft with yourself, give yourself some treats, whether it's an actual treat like something that you love eating, or it's a treat that is material. It could be a new coat, sweater, a pair of shoes, or some sort of gadget that you can use to create content with or to work with, like really nice pens. It can be something so simple and so small that just makes your day, fills you with joy and happiness. The Sun is a sign that there are so many moments still coming towards you where you're going to feel so blessed and lucky to be alive, because you're moving forward in the most positive way. And the thing with you is that you are always ready for positive change. You're always ready for things to go well. You're always in a headspace that is open-minded, where you're ready, willing, and able to just be open-minded with others as well, like working with others, collaborating with others. You are the most positive person that those around you have ever met, and that helps you to always move forward, to always win, and to always come out on top. In Epiphany, I see that what's coming next for you is a huge epiphany, a huge spiritual awakening moment. You have been feeling lost, you've been feeling unsure, you've been going through a phase of uncertainty. That is what I'm getting here as your epiphany approaches. The end of a time where you felt like life was spiraling outside of your control, the end of a time of uncertainty, the end of the things that you no longer want to continue in your life. As I see here within Epiphany, that not only is this the clarity that you want that's coming next for you, but it's clarity that makes you feel so grateful that you never gave up or just gave in to things that you didn't want for your life as a whole. Within gratitude, you are a super grateful, humble, down-to-earth type of person, and because you're like that, you continuously will be rewarded in life. What I see here for you in gratitude also is that if starting a family, having children, or just building a life with another person is what you want, your family is protected. I see beach vacations here where you're building sand castles and you're abundant enough to do this, and you'll always be close to the water. I am seeing like a coral reef here with different fish and also just the ocean. We've got these shell earrings. Perhaps you own shell earrings, or you have been eyeing up earrings that are shaped like a seashell, and that is really beautifully framing your face. It is a really great piece of jewelry that also attracts good luck and good fortune for you. And then we also have sunflowers here that are another symbol that shows good luck and good fortune in your life, group number 3. So the more seashell earrings and pieces of jewelry that you can get, the better. And the same goes for anything sunflower related. That brings protective energy to you and your family. And again, going on beach vacations, it's never a bad idea. Even if you have to save to make it a thing, make sure that you put money aside to go on these beach vacations, as these will be the best memories and it's extremely healing for you. Do that even as a single already. Make it part of just what you do in life and your purpose and your identity, because I am getting mermaid and siren energy from you in the most positive sense. Now, within the horse, I see a lot of freedom for you. When you are in a vacation setting, you can think of the best ideas, and then when you come home, you're super productive and all of a sudden you're killing it. and you're creating a lot of freedom for yourself financially, especially. Now, here within the horse and freedom, I do also see for you a lot of freedom in your life to create the schedule that you want. So being someone who is a stay-at-home, who works from home, who doesn't have to show up every single day at a traditional 9 to 5 is one thing that I can see for you. And within the snake, we've got you being super creative of solutions as well, and that's why you are given this freedom in life and this freedom to break through barriers that your coworkers, your parents weren't able to at an earlier point. So here within the snake, you are the type of person who is a creative artist at heart, and you need a space where you can let that side of you live and breathe and exist. Feeling trapped in a relationship or in your job is something where very quickly you will find a way to break out, because literally even being around people who aren't positive, you can't do it. Group number 3, because you are a super positive person who's always looking for the best in every situation. You're always looking for amazing solutions. And what happens next is opportunity knocks for you to travel, to see more of the world, and for you to have a job that takes you to completely new places that you've never been to before. Within opportunity knocks for you, group number 3, go for it, have fun with it, and take the opportunity that comes next to go to a completely new space you've never been to. And you might even be going with a best friend, someone very, very close to you, and you'll be able to see the world from a completely different perspective. And you're going to see new countries and new cities that you've always dreamt of seeing and that you've always spoken about. For some, it's going to be Japan, South Korea, Bali, perhaps Peru, Brazil, Costa Rica, Canada. I'm getting Argentina as well. I'm getting Barbados. I'm getting different states in the US, as well as European cities. And opportunity knocks, go for it. Take the opportunity for your life to experience that, for that to be part of your story and what you will one day be telling your kids and grandkids. Now, in friendship, the universe is saying nurture your friendships, because those are more important than you probably even realize. Your friendships with 2 friends in particular, 2 to 3 friends, they're all very different, and they all have their own kind of very unique personality that just goes so well with yours. I do see here that you will be going on a trip. You will be having freedom with them to do whatever you want. And I'm even getting this energy here. I'm seeing you being in relationships that are very supportive of your hobbies, of whatever it is that you want to do in life. And you get to go on lots of cool friends and girls trips and spend time away from the usual spots that you're in. I want us to see what area of your life will be really affected next. We've got the first house, and the first house in your birth chart is the house ruled by Aries, and this is all about your identity, your physical body, your persona, how you appear to others, like the first impression that you make. Your first house here, I see that you judge your first house way too hard. I'm seeing that you judge your first house way too hard, group number 3. You are always so hard on your appearance. You're so hard on your looks. You are always trying to do better. You're always trying to do more. And literally, the universe is saying, enjoy everything that you've got, because one day you're going to look back and you're going to think to yourself, I should have been so much more obsessed with myself because I had the most plump, wrinkle-free, bouncy skin. I was so fun and bubbly, and I had the best personality. Why not enjoy that now? There's a reason why people say that youth is wasted on the young. So next, we have got wonders coming for you. In wonders, I see for you, group number 3, there are some unexpected wonders, surprises, and magical moments coming next for you that you didn't expect. You didn't see it coming, but it's happening regardless, because these wonders were meant to be. They were meant to happen to you and for you. And let's see what these wonders are going to bring. Completely new beginnings. Group 3, New beginnings are next. I see here that you're going to claim completely uncharted territories in your life, and we're going to delve even more deeply into what these new beginnings are. So don't worry, group number 3. We're not going to leave out any nitty-gritty details, any messages that the universe has for you, but know that you've got completely new beginnings coming for you in life that are going to completely broaden your horizons as well, and you're going to be a new person. Your next chapter in life is going to change you so much that it's going to seem like a wonder, like complete magic, that this is what happened to you and for you. And we're now going to delve even more deeply into this happening next for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear and cleanse the space right now. You don't have to lift a finger, group 3. You don't have to do a thing. Simply continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. And then I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply and into more accurate detail into your prediction. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. So let's delve even more deeply into your reading to see exactly what it is that is happening next for you and what this new beginning is all about. We've got alchemy and courage. You will have the courage to change everything and alchemize everything in your life. Alchemy means that whatever is given to you, you turn into what you want it to be. So if you're given lead, you turn it into gold. If you're given a challenging situation, you turn it into a win. Anything negative, you turn into a positive. And that's because here within courage, you are not afraid to discover just how to do that. And you're not afraid to see beyond limitations that your environment, your parents, and society has put onto you. Even in your community, people might have said, oh, people from our background or from where we're from, nobody gets that successful, or it's not possible as a woman, as a person of color, as someone who's LGBTQ plus to get into the ranks of being so successful, of doing whatever it is that the limitation was. You're breaking it. You're breaking through it. You are not settling for what people are trying to tell you should be your life, or should be enough, or you should be happy with it, or you can be this successful but not more than that, because no one has ever done it before. Literally, group number 3, F that. You don't care, because then you're going to be the first. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to sit there and wait for your life to pass you by without you having given it your absolute best shot. Next, within Whole in the Soul, literally the universe is saying to you that there is an important part of you that you should have the courage to just be honest about. I see here in Whole in the Soul that can be traveling more. It can be outing yourself for who you really are to your family, like the job you're actually doing, the type of relationship you want, perhaps something like not wanting kids or not wanting to follow their same religious footsteps. Here within Whole in the Soul, I do see that the universe is saying to you, don't be afraid to be honest about who you are and to be honest about what makes you different from everybody around you. Moving more deeply into your reading in entrapment, the universe is really calling you out, group number 3, and is making sure that your reading hits hard rather than just being a very comfortable reading. 34 is our oracle of feeling like there is a part of you that still needs to come to light, because why hide who you really are when you could actually just live freely and be celebrated for everything that you've done up until now. One of the things in entrapment that I also see is that you have some creative projects that need to see the light of day that you've been holding back. I, for example, have some tarot decks and some poetry that's just living on my laptop that I know has been living in entrapment, and it needs to come to life. Otherwise, I'll have this hole in my soul. And literally, group number 3, use this analogy for what you've got on your laptop, on your phone, in your head that you haven't quite brought to light yet, or to life, and that you haven't published yet. You haven't put it out there yet. Because I see here within the Sun, again, an amazing, most positive card of the tarot: warmth, happiness, winning, good luck, good fortune. That's what I see in the Sun. And you are asking yourself the wrong questions at times, group 3. Because you're asking, what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if this? What if that? Well, group number 3, what if it does work out? What if people love it? What if you become wealthy, famous, and an absolute leader, the absolute most iconic winner in your industry and in what it is that you're doing? The sun is actually showing us that this is your destiny. That is your path. Believe in it. Stop questioning it. And in the Queen of Emotions, remember, you are the queen of your emotions. I am also seeing in the Queen of Emotions, water is your element. So even if you are not a Cancerian, Scorpio, or Pisces, if you're not a water sign in your sun, moon, or rising, that doesn't mean that water can't still be your element. If you've always felt really drawn to the ocean, you've always loved homes, apartments, hotels, and places that are by large bodies of water, this is your sign that this was meant to be your reading, and that also water represents your emotions. There's a reason why you're so drawn to water, because it represents emotions. You can feel that. You've always been able to sense that. And in the Queen of Emotions, you are literally the queen of your emotions. You are the creator. You are the orchestrator of your emotions, and you are meant to be in control of your emotions. That's what I see here. And in the Eight of Voices reversed, what's happening next is that you are regaining control of your emotions. I'll just turn the card right side up so you can see it, how it is right side up. In reverse, the Eight of Voices means that feeling out of control is leaving your life. Nightmares are leaving your life. Insomnia is not going to be a thing anymore, because you are taking complete hold of your emotions. You're learning how to master them. And because of this, nobody can trigger you. Nothing can make you insecure. Nothing can make you anxious anymore. It happens very, very seldom. And getting in control of yourself, your emotion, your inner world is the best thing that could have ever happened to you, group number 3. And that's exactly what you're learning to do next through self-development, but also giving yourself a lot more kindness and grace. And actually, rather than just letting your potential be potential, you are seeing how far you can take this. Whether that is doing a Reiki training, a yoga teacher training, whether that is taking cooking classes, actually trying to start your own business or your own social media venture, your own tarot channel. I see here within potential that literally what you are doing is you are not just thinking, I have so much potential, you are doing something with your potential. And then you end up thriving. So anything you've been thinking of doing, group number 3, start actually putting it into motion. Start taking action on the things you have just been thinking about, and you will thrive, group number 3. You will be successful. I see that within your reading. You will be a leader. You will be rich and wealthy. You will be the type of person that's known as being an amazing source of inspiration for others. I see in thriving that that's what's next. And the more you see the big picture of all you have in life really is how inspirational you are and how much action you took and how you went after your dreams, the less afraid you're going to be about the question of what if it doesn't work out. Because even if things don't work out the first time, you'll just keep going until they do work out. Because in openness, I see you are an extremely open individual who isn't afraid to basically also cut their losses and move on if something doesn't work, but you're also open to keep trying until things do work. In openness, I also see romantically, you're very open to trying new things with your romantic partner. That's what makes you such an ideal soulmate, like someone to be married to for a very long time. That's what makes you really attractive. And for those of you who are single, again, the openness to dating, the openness to meeting the right person, that is where you are thriving. When you're open, when you're just going out there, putting yourself out there, not looking for anything, but being open to meeting someone. I see during the next full moon, that openness will be rewarded with a new connection romantically. For those of you who are single, who are ready to mingle, and who are open to receiving a new person in your life. Moving more deeply into your reading, I see in forgiveness that you are forgiving those who have hurt you in the past, because you know That is just how they were taught. That is their insecurity. That is how they were raised. But that isn't what you would like in your life. In forgiveness, I see here for you, group number 3, that you have no qualms with being the bigger person in instances where you just know there are some people who are jealous. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of your lifestyle and your potential and where you're taking things. That's okay. You forgive them. You move on. They're going to do things the way they want to anyways, but that doesn't mean you are going to fall to their level or that you are going to have that low standard that they have. You simply forgive, you move on, and you concern yourself back to the positives and back to how you can continue winning. Your pleasure is really important, group number 3. Don't forget about that. If you are constantly on a diet, okay, since the day you can think of as a teen, the first time it started, you've always been on a diet, you've always been somehow trying to be more productive at your work. How can you answer more emails, get more steps every day, get more things done? How can you be this hyper-productive version of yourself? The universe is saying to you, what about pleasure? What about having fun? Don't forget to romanticize your life as that is happening. Don't forget to have a good time in the meantime as well, because all your hard work, all of this labor, of course it's important, it will be rewarded, and it is amazing that you're so dedicated, disciplined, and a hard worker. But literally the universe is also saying to you, don't forget to have fun, don't forget pleasure in your life. And the area of life that the universe really wants you to focus on is your 6th house, which is your health, your job, your daily routines. This is a message for you to romanticize day-to-day moments. Whether it's taking that moment in the morning to romanticize having your coffee, tea, matcha, or even warm like lemon water, for example, romanticize it, make it a moment, make it a thing, make it almost like a celebration, like a moment of luxury, of going within, of giving yourself time to just be in your own company, which is the best company, to be in your own presence, to enjoy that moment, get that extra beautifully flavored syrup, get the milk that you like, the foam, the cream top, the little marshmallows, maybe collagen powder, protein powder, extra vitamins, minerals, whatever it is that will make that special, make it feel luxurious. It could be as many things or as few things as you want. For some of you, you're so sick and tired of all of the preservatives, all of the fake flavors and fake things in the world, that all you might want is like a warm cup of water with like a little squeeze of lemon juice in it. Romanticize that. Romanticize the daily routines and the daily little rituals you have in your life. And if you're watching this right now and you're thinking to yourself, Vanessa, I don't even think I have a moment like that. Maybe you're a busy parent, or you're so busy at your job that you never made time to have these moments in your day-to-day life. This is your sign. This is your sign from the universe that now is a time for you to start implementing these daily moments of luxury, these daily moments of pleasure and of spoiling yourself and making yourself the main character of your life, because you're overdue for it. Still some messages to uncover for you on where you're going next in life and how you can really step up into being the main character of your existence. I will now clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. You do not have to lift a finger or do a single thing. Just continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your prediction. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 3, as we delve even more deeply into your reading. So let's move into precisely what you need to know. We've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. In order for you to avoid any type of challenges in your career, you've got to start meditating, group number 3, and you've got to start giving yourself some time off. I know you're always on the go, you're always getting things done, you're always thinking of ways in which you can be better and improve, especially in the earthly realm, as the 5 of Pentacles represents the element of earth. It's about everything tangible, your body, your work, your finances. And here in the 4 of Cups, as you can see, meditating and grounding yourself at this point in your life is very important for you to learn exactly how you can be as relaxed as possible so you can make the best decisions. Because when you're in a headspace where you're chill, you're relaxed, you're not stressed out, that's how you make the best decisions. That's when you're the most focused, the most clear-headed. And here in the Wheel of Fortune, what that does is it creates good luck. A lot of times people think they have to wait for good luck to come to them or to happen to them. You attract that naturally by actually being in your best version through relaxation. Literally, the universe is saying to you, more sleep, more meditating, more relaxing is exactly what you need. Not more doing, not more hard work, not more staying up late, none of that. You are overexerting yourself. You're doing way too much. And the universe is trying to say to you, group number 3, it's time that you chill. It's time that you relax. It's time that you rest and recuperate and find it in you to simply just think to yourself, you know what? I've done amazingly well. Let me give myself a pat on the back and let me just rest on my laurels for a sec, because why not? You've earned it, group number 3. Now let's see what else we're receiving for you. Expensive. Group number 3, you've got expensive taste. Even the universe, your guides, the angels know it. Here with an expensive, we've got you charging higher prices. So if you're feeling overworked and underpaid, this is your sign. It's time for you to ask for a raise, to switch jobs, or to ask for more for your services. Because the thing here is that you are someone who provides a world-class service. You are a world-class person, and world-class always charges prices that are absolutely not the cheapest. World class isn't always the most expensive, but it's certainly not the cheapest. And literally the universe is saying to you, expensive things are coming your way. Raises, making more money, more income, because you get to charge more, because your energy is expensive. Your aura is worth so much more than what you've actually been charging or getting. And right now you're in a phase where you're learning to up the game. Good fortune is what we've received next for you. It's like confirmation after confirmation, group number 3 from the universe for you, that you are inviting magic in, that you're on the right path, that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So if you've been wondering whether you're on the right path, if you've been thinking about whether what you're doing is actually serving you, is actually creating the type of life that you will be happy with, yes, you're on the perfect track, you're on the right path, and you're doing all of the right things. Moving more deeply into your reading within letting go, it's time for you to let go, group number 3. It's time for you to let go of some things. I see within the 5 of Pentacles that holding on for longer to things that you're not using, it's just creating a mind that's very busy. So if you're finding it hard to focus, it could be that it's not the task right in front of you necessarily. If your closet hasn't been cleaned out, you have a million things lying around, you haven't cleaned up your kitchen, your living room, you haven't properly cleaned out your bathroom, descaled it, you're still holding on to a lot of things that you either wanted to donate to some arts and crafts supplies that you haven't used for the project you intended to use it for. This is literally the universe saying to you, now it's time for you to let go of things that you haven't used. So it puts pressure on you to either use it or let go of it. Either use it and make something of it, or simply release. The King of Wands is the next person that's coming into your life, and the King of Wands is someone with this fire sign energy and aura. So the King of Wands is someone who is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They're the type of person who is extremely kind of strong-minded, single-minded. They know what they want. They've got their crown on. They're well respected in society and in their community. And they love a little challenge. They love when you ask them for expensive things. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I've already got this man in my life. And yes, he really does love to pamper and spoil me. Lucky you, group number 3. And if you're still thinking to yourself, I wonder who this is the good fortune you're inviting into your life in form of a person who wants to spoil you, who wants to adore you, who wants to do things for you, and who wants you to feel like they're bringing magic into your life, like they're bringing positives, and they are the type of person who's treating you in a way that makes you feel seen and special. The Queen of Pentacles is the queen of the element of earth, as the suit of Pentacles pertains to everything that has to do with money, finances, time, your health, your wealth overall, everything that's tangible, everything we can touch, everything that's finite, everything of the element of earth. The Queen of Pentacles says that you will be even more in charge of your finances, your body, and everything tangible in your life, all of the material things. And combining that with the King of Wands, this is a combination of an absolute power couple who can take over the world and who's going to build a type of legacy where even passing things down to your kids, such as real estate, businesses, and assets, is one of the things that's happening in life for you. Moving more deeply into your reading, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which looks extremely similar to the Four of Cups. Can you see that, group number 3? Now, the Six of Pentacles, however, this is again the suit of the element of earth. As you can see, she's sitting here cross-legged with very long hair. Your hair is growing better than it used to because you're taking more care of your physical body. You're having those 2 Brazil nuts per day. You are taking your vitamin B12 supplements. You're taking biotin. You're making sure you're getting sun exposure while still using sunscreen. You're getting that vitamin D. You're eating more fruit and vegetable and fibers. The Six of Pentacles shows that you're really getting onto this healthy lifestyle train, and that's working so well for you. The Six of Pentacles shows here that literally you have a lot of different options next on how you can improve your life, how you can improve the earthly realm of your life. So whether that be switching jobs, whether that be investing in a couple new outfits that are going to make you show up stronger and just with more of an energy of knowing who you are at work, I need you to know here in the Six of Pentacles, literally you have every option. The world is your oyster. It's time for you to pick and choose what you want and do that without feeling bad. The 6 is the number of sharing, of family, and of generosity. You will be able to help your family out financially. You'll be able to help out your parents. If you're already doing that, you will be able to do it by sending them on vacation, first class. You will be able to pay for your kids' school and for their future to be one that's very stable and secure, as family is the focal point for you. Moving more deeply into your reading, we've got the Lioness. You are protected, and so are those that you love. This is the universe confirming you are a lioness in yourself, group number 3. So you're the type of person who protects their loved ones no matter what happens, just like a lioness. You're never going to leave them to fend for themselves, and you can become very protective when there's anyone who's disrespecting the people that you care about and love the most. And within the owl, this also comes from a place of wisdom. You don't fly off the handle immediately, but when you see someone being a little disrespectful, you take mental note of it, and you then just observe and you spend time figuring out what you want to do moving forward to make it clear that you will only tolerate that once, and even once is almost too much. But in the owl, you've learned to not immediately jump into a battle, but instead be very tactful, create plans, and then execute on those plans so you can come out winning rather than just looking unhinged and impulsive. You used to be a little bit more like that when you were younger, but you have become more strategic, more wise, you've calmed down, and that is deeply serving you. And how you can become even more calm, strategic, and basically on top of your game, as the Four of Cups and the Six of Pentacles is showing you here. It's the universe telling you, meditate more, go on meditative walks, listen to calm meditation music and beats, and use that as your advantage to everyone else who does not have the discipline for this practice or doesn't even think to connect with themselves so deeply, as that is your superpower. It's your calmness that you are acquiring. It's the fact that people are willing to pay more for your services, for you to be around, especially once you understand your value. And it's the fact that you don't wait for great luck to happen to you. Here in the Wheel of Fortune, you create amazing luck for yourself. Now, group number 3, This is the reading that I've received for you. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving a money bag emoji below that you belong to group number 3, and also to manifest more of the earthly realm and of the element of earth overflowing in abundance in your life. Now, group number 3, wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. You chose the Divine Animals Oracle as well as the Labradorite crystal. This is the gorgeous Labradorite crystal in the shape of actually a bird's skull, as you can see here. This is a crystal that glistens in different shades of blue, as you can see. It is a super psychic, magical crystal that's going to reveal everything that you need to know right here, right now in your psychic reading. So let's get into it, group number 4. Simply lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. Let's see what we've got to know for you. First and foremost, we've received the tiger, which is a divine spirit animal that shows that you are someone with a lot of willpower. You've always been very strong-minded, and you are physically extremely strong as well. Now, in the tiger, we have a symbol of you taking a leap, right? Jumping out of the water, jumping out of the known. Something profound is going to change for you, group number 4. You have a huge leap of faith that you're taking, a huge jump, and in the swan I see that this has to do with your beauty, group number 4. It has to do with how beautiful you feel, how attractive you feel, how good you feel in your body. Perhaps taking a leap of faith and finally getting a procedure done, changing something about your appearance that you've wanted to do for a long time, and you're taking this huge leap to finally see yourself as beautiful, articulate, and intelligent in a way and to a level you haven't done before. The swan shows you're very beautiful. In the swan, I can see you are far more elegant than you give yourself credit for. People see you as someone who they aspire to be more like. And within the gorilla, you're finally finding peace in being other people's idol and other people's inspiration. I see here within the gorilla that you're the type of person who is a lot more peaceful than everyone else in your surrounding. And you are also someone who looks at the world as one. You don't see yourself as separate from the entire world, but you see yourself as integrated. You don't hurt others, because to you, hurting others would be hurting yourself. So you are a very empathetic, caring, nurturing individual. And especially if you are a parent or looking to be a parent, this is your sign that that's the right journey for you. Moving more deeply into your reading, we have got the 7 heavenly virtues. Your keys to goodness are being revealed in your reading and in the next steps in your life. Just a couple days after you've received this reading, be prepared, group number 4, because the truth will be revealed to you about how you can step up to the next level in your life and have everything that you want. In the owl, you are being told to follow your intuition. I see here you are extremely wise. You are the type of person who 100% can listen to their intuition, and you don't have to justify your decisions to anybody. You have a very sharp intuition, and that has been passed down to you from your grandmother's side. The owl shows us here that strong female influences have shaped your natural instincts and your gut feeling to perfection, and you make the best choices. That's what I see here within choices for you, group number 4. You make the absolute best choices all the time. You are the type of person who always has a backup plan as well. You never rely on people 100%. You have learned to rely on yourself, and here within choices, you always try to do what's best for those around you as well. And I see a strong connection to animals and children. They feel safe around you. They feel naturally drawn to you, and you provide a type of feeling of safety that just comes from your aura. It comes from your energy, as spiritual woo-woo as it sounds. But you know how around some people you feel safer than with others? You are definitely a safety net to many. And here within illumination, what is coming next for you is that you will have a huge epiphany, a huge spiritual awakening. Something will come to truth about you that you didn't know before. And I am seeing this is an ability, a psychic ability that you never knew that you had. In a dream, in a quiet moment, you will all of a sudden realize that you are a lot more gifted and talented than you had given yourself credit for until now. And in illumination, that will make you extremely beautiful. It will level up your beauty in an instant. That's because you are increasing your self-confidence. And when you are more confident, you come across as more beautiful because you're walking into rooms with your head held high with amazing posture and you believe in yourself. If you've ever noticed, the most confident people are always the most attractive because they also make you feel at ease. That's how you make others feel. You make them feel at ease around you, especially when you're in a confident type of energy, because you have an energy of abundance and that makes people feel safe. Like you have energy, you've got time, you've got material resources. Abundance puts human beings at ease because it makes us feel safe. Also, you are attracting abundance, group number 4. I see abundance for you, and that giving you peace to relax. Abundance because you're taking all the right risks for yourself in life, and abundance when you follow your gut feeling because it doesn't lie. The next time you are making a huge decision, think back on this reading. I see here that literally 10 days from the point of you receiving your reading, you'll have a huge choice to make. Think back at your psychic prediction and how the universe told you you make the best choices intuitively. One of the heavenly virtues, one of these keys to unlocking your best life is to simply not question your intuition and your gut feeling, and instead listen to it and go with it, because you will never regret listening to your inner voice, group number 4. Moving more deeply into your reading within the Queen of Swords, I do see here that you are very outspoken and direct when it truly matters. The Queen of Swords shows here your communication style is improving. You're abundant in words, which means that you are becoming more eloquent, you're more well-spoken, the words that you use are very clear, everyone understands you easily, and you are becoming more intelligent because you are reading more. You are learning more. You aren't afraid to ask questions. The Two of Cups is a symbol of a soulmate, of a forever partner, someone that you're married or engaged to. The Two of Cups here shows that what's next is your love life being completely on the same page with another person. The Two of Cups is the most favorable card when it comes to romantic love. This showing up in your reading, group number 4, it's a clear sign that if you are not already with your dream soulmate, with your forever partner, you're not already married, that's what's next, and you'll make the best choice that will lead you to this exact person, group number 4. Let's look at some of their placements and what's very important within their birth chart. All right, we've got their 9th house being in Cancer. With their 9th house in Cancer, group number 4, let's just zoom in here so we can see this a little more clearly. There we go, their 9th house in Cancer. Their 9th house is the house of long distance travel, spirituality. This is someone who is equally as empathetic as you, and you will be doing a lot of traveling with your forever person. Perhaps you've already done that if you're already with them, married to them, living with them. Cancer is a water sign that is super family oriented, very generous, very kind, caring, and emotional. And the thing is, you are extremely protective over your love life. That is a good thing. because you will end up with someone equally as protective over you as you are over them. And you deserve that, especially after all the times that you tried to put your best foot forward in love, and you were shown that loyalty is something that's very expensive and not everyone has to offer. Now, next up within procrastination, the universe is calling you out a little, group number 4. I do see that procrastination is where you get to now finally take your foot off the brakes, start to get things done. We've also got a black cat here. The next time you see a black cat, I just saw one today as I was driving to my Pilates class. I saw a black cat crossing the street, group 4, and the next time you see your black cat crossing your street from the right, know here this is the universe gently saying to you, procrastination is normal. To some degree, it can sometimes be healthy, but at the same time, remember that procrastination might be why your 2 of Cups is still taking time to arrive in your life. Your soulmate is taking time to arrive in your life. Your person with their 9th house in Cancer perhaps needs a little bit of time to warm up because you're procrastinating, putting yourself out there and taking your next steps and moving in your career, which will lead to you meeting the love of your life. If you're not already with them, you're not already planning the next steps of your relationship with them as we are receiving your reading. Now, in Say What You Mean, the universe wants you to be outspoken. Those of you who are in a committed relationship or marriage, now's the time to speak up. That's the same message as we've got here in the Queen of Swords. Speak up, say it in a way that doesn't sound as though you are trying to basically tell them what to do or criticize them. That is something that's really hard for them to navigate, but say what you mean and be honest. The universe is saying to you, group number 4, it's a time for you to say what you mean so you can receive. So you'll get everything that you deserve because you've been playing it a little too small, group number 4. And right now it's time for you to start playing it big. You are protected on your journey to your highest, most successful self. And this is a journey where a lot of people wouldn't have the same type of protection that you do, group number 4. But don't worry. If you have thought to yourself, will I be healthy? Will I be safe? Will I be wealthy? Your assets and your health is protected, group number 4. Now's the time for you to focus on your inner and outer beauty and also to travel. I see here in the gorilla that will bring you a lot of peace. Your family tree is protected. Remember here as well, the 9th house is the house of long distance travel. You are protected during long distance travel. This is also the house of spirituality and your house of higher education. The more educated that your offspring and your children are, the more well-traveled that they are, the more protected they are as well, because they are extremely intuitive. They've developed people reading skills. They're street smart, not just book smart. So do as much as you can of discovering and travel by yourself with your romantic partner and eventually with offspring and kids as well. One thing that I see here for you, group number 4, is that next you are going on a huge trip and an adventure. We'll figure out whether you'll do that alone, whether you're going to do that with kids, with your romantic partner. What's happening next? I will clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply into your reading and see exactly what's involved in your next steps in life. So group 4, simply hold on tight, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. Let's delve even more deeply into your reading and see where things are taking you next and what kind of trip that you're going on. So we've got transformation for you, and then we've also got taking risks. You are definitely going to be taking flight as well. I see that in the butterfly, as well as in this bird that we've got that looks like an eagle in the taking risks message. And I do see here that taking risks is going to transform you in the best way. You're going to be taking a risk with your travels because you're going somewhere that is new to you. You're going somewhere that you didn't expect to end up in. And overall, going to new places on the planet, that is going to grow you as a person and as someone who is extremely really kind of self-sufficient. Now within stand, I can see here that you are the type of person who always stands up for their rights and for what they deserve. And literally the universe is saying to you, keep standing up for yourself and taking all of the right risks. Keep reminding yourself that the biggest risk that you will take in life is actually when you don't follow your dreams, rather than what people always tell you, which is when you try to follow your dreams, they say, oh, it's such a big risk. But the biggest risk is to not follow your dreams and wind up unhappy. And within radius right here, the universe is saying to you, keep taking risks, keep going after your dreams. It's just going to expand your radius, which means it's going to make like the space that you live in, that you're successful in, it's going to make it a larger. By definition, a radius is also the larger outer bone in the lower arm next to the ulna. So you do have a radius in your lower arm as well. And that is where your spirit guides are saying to you, use your arms more, especially if your upper body strength is rather weak or is rather low. If you're going to the gym or even if you're working out at home, get some dumbbells, get some weights. It doesn't have to be too challenging, but you've got to put a little bit more work in there. Next up, we've got the unicorn. You are inviting in serendipity. The universe can tell that you're ready for more miracles. You are inviting serendipity in. And the more that you also take your health seriously and creating muscle, creating a healthy body, the more you are inviting serendipity. And I do see a surprise trip to a new country that's coming to you in a short frame of time. And in choices, it's your choice. You will make the best choice. If you are, for example, thinking, oh, should I go to Indonesia or Japan? Should I go to Italy or France? Should I visit the States or should I visit a place in South America? I see here within choices that literally just making the choice and then going is the best thing that you could do, because when you overthink it for too long, time just passes by and you end up not doing the trip. You end up not going. You end up procrastinating. You end up indecisive. So what I see here within your reading is that making a decision and going with it is the most important and best thing that you can do for yourself, group number 4, because you can sometimes tend to overthink, become anxious, procrastinate, and then you don't end up taking action or doing anything at all. That's exactly what the universe wants to avoid happening this time round. The 8 of Pentacles right here shows us that you will be working on art. You will be doing more creating, more growing. You're getting so much better at your craft day by day. The 8 of Pentacles is literally a symbol of you being an artist and of you being someone who knows how to work hard on their craft. And you do best when you're just given the time and space to work by yourself without someone breathing down your neck or constantly asking you how far that you are or when it's going to be done. You don't do well under those types of pressures. Group number 4, you are best just left alone to do the things that you need to do. And in the end, by the deadline, it will be completed. And that's your preferred way of working. In solitude by yourself, you have no problem coming together in a team, discussing what the outcome or the result should be, but you don't like to be micromanaged because you flourish the most when you have freedom, space, and time to do it, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. Next up in the Knight of Pentacles, we've got another card of the Suit of Pentacles of the Tarot. The Suit of Pentacles is the suit of the element of earth, and everything that is tangible, that's material, that you can touch is included in the Suit of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles shows that what's happening next for you is that you're taking a trip also to become stronger at your business. So I see a business trip that's coming up, a work trip, and you're splitting it up by being a work and a fun trip as well. And in the 5 of Wands, the universe is saying to you, split it up in a very clean manner. So for example, the first 3 days might be just work, and then make the remaining 3 days only fun, pleasure, and relaxation. The universe is telling you here in the 5 of Wands, you've got a lot of things going on. There can be some chaos and confusion, and when you have like a chaotic mind, it's a little challenging for you to work. It's a little challenging for you to get things done. So that's why your guides are saying to you, try to avoid that and to create some order by saying, okay, on these days I am working, and on these days I'm just chilling and having a good time, especially if you've got your own business and you get to make your own schedule or you work from home. It's really important that you've got boundaries with work and that you stick to those, and that you have time where you're just doing nothing and then you actually enjoy doing nothing too. Next up, we've got the Ace of Knives reverse for you. Now, group 4, the Ace of Knives reverse shows that you are actually accepting help finally. So rather than feeling like you're stretching your hand out and being hurt or cut, the reverse meaning means that you're not afraid to ask for help and support for the first time in your life, and you're not feeling like a burden. You're actually literally in a headspace where you're thinking, well, if I can just ask someone for help, why should I struggle and do it myself? That's exactly how you're supposed to think. That's exactly how things are meant to go for you, group number 4. And the 9 of Pills is a symbol of being very successful in the earthly realm, being very successful financially because of this. Because instead of trying to do everything by yourself, you're learning to outsource, to delegate, to ask others for help, to ask others to do things for you, even paying people to do things for you. If you really don't like cleaning or cooking, you're getting some help with that, so you don't have to think about it. It doesn't cost you time and energy. And in that time that someone is helping you with these things, you have a free mind to work, to relax, to do the things that you love, and you feel re-energized and recharged. And you're going to actual professionals for the things in the earthly realm, as the Suit of Pills is the same as the Suit of Pentacles, just from 2 different tarot decks, which pertains to everything physical and tangible. Your body, your work, your income, how you invest your money, your time, your energy, even getting a personal trainer, going to a workout class, getting help in how you can best possibly kind of have your nutrition make you optimally energized. So going to a nutritionist, getting your gut health checked out, so you're not guessing, you're not trying to like DIY everything. You've already done that, and I see what comes next is that you're realizing it's great to be able to DIY things. It's great to be resourceful and to be able to make something out of nothing, but you've also come to a point in your life where, okay, now you're tired, you've got a family to take care of, you've got other people who also need your time and energy, you want to pour back into yourself, so you're allowing professionals to just point you in the right direction immediately. I do see here an opportunity that the next crescent moon brings a big opportunity for you, and this is an opportunity that you're excited about and that will make you more income. Let's see what area of life this pertains to. We've got the number 6 for you. Let's just zoom in here. So the 6th house is the house that is actually ruled by Virgo, and this is the house of your daily routines, your health, your job. So there is a new day-to-day job, so a new 9-to-5 opportunity and collaboration opportunity, like freelance work opportunity that's coming into your life. And you're going to be talking to someone who is a Virgo. You're going to be talking to a Virgo. 6th house in Virgo, that is the house that is ruled by Virgo. So we've hit the nail on the head. Big Virgo energy, which is an earth sign that's very well organized, that is hardworking, and that wants to see results. So not only is Virgo energy being brought out when it comes to your career, but you're going to be talking to a Virgo about this job opportunity. And you might not even know it. You're emailing, you're hopping on Zoom meetings, and you've been talking to a Virgo all this time on how you can actually open a gateway to more abundance for both of you. So I am getting this business deal and business opportunity, a work opportunity that is in the cards for you that's going to open more serendipity. We've got another unicorn here. We already received your unicorn earlier in your reading from a different oracle, so the unicorn keeps showing up. Drop a little unicorn emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you chose group number 4 and that you're still here, that you're still watching your reading, because that's the only way anyone would know why that unicorn emoji is below in the comment section, is if they're also part of group number 4 and they've watched their reading to this point. Now remember, here in the gateway, the unicorn, that's your symbol of serendipity. Serendipity means unexpected, really positive changes and doors opening for you that you didn't see coming, but that you're happy to accept. You're happy to walk through those doors into a new world. And that's what's happening next for you. So not only are you traveling to a different country, but you've also got doors being opened in your professional life. And the Empress seals the deal with fertility and with the optimal time for you to give birth, either literally to a child or literally to a new business idea, to a new business deal that's going to be completely life-changing. The Empress is a really positive card of the tarot that represents feminine energy, nurturing energy, the energy of creativity, love, high moral values, and of course like the fertility of being in a relationship, a committed relationship, and a pregnancy and a child being part of that relationship and that story. Now, the Empress is also a symbol of fertility in business, so don't feel like this has to only mean that there is a pregnancy or a actual child involved. The Empress is a sign also of your beauty and of you being very attractive at this moment in time. And that the more you work on yourself, your craft, and you better yourself, the more attractive you become to the world, the more attractive you are as a human being and as a person. So literally the universe is saying to you, you stop worrying about being selfish. It's actually the best thing you could do right now is to focus on yourself and your growth. So I have got our letter bag right here, and we're going to see precisely what the universe needs you to know. We've already got the letter A that popped right out. We've got 100 of all letters of the alphabet in here. We've got T as well. And then we have got R. Okay, so we have got rat. If you are born under the Chinese zodiac sign of the rat, you know that this was meant for you, in particular, group number 4. Perhaps you've always thought of rats as a very cool animal. Perhaps you've even owned a rat or thought of owning a rat. And another thing within rat is that this is an animal that's smart, that's intelligent, and that's very fast. Okay, we've also got star here. So the universe is saying to you, literally, you are a star, group number 4. You needed to know this. There's a reason why you've been called to watch your prediction until this point. And it's because you lost your shine. You lost your ability to see how big of an empress and a star that you are. Literally, the universe has brought these exact letters into your reading for us to uncover your star power again, and for you to rediscover it, and to actually give yourself a moment to just thank yourself for how far you've come, to appreciate yourself, to see yourself as amazing, as beautiful, as one of a kind, as a star, because you don't give yourself that very often, group number 4. You put others on a pedestal and you remove yourself from the pedestal. And the universe is saying to you, you're a star, don't forget it. Anyone who's in your radius, who's in your orbit, should feel very happy and very privileged to be there. You're a star, and the more that you stand for who you are and for your beliefs, the more star power it is. Star power you are basically like emitting from yourself, group number 4. And this is a reminder that you had to receive at this point of your reading. And you will also be looking at the stars in the next upcoming days and asking yourself exactly what your birth chart means and what it says about you too. Now we're going to move a little more deeply into your reading. I'm going to clear and cleanse the space again. As per usual, you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do a thing, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your psychic reading. Welcome back, group number 4. Let's delve even more deeply into your reading, shall we, to see exactly what you have to know. We've got the 8 of Cups, which shows us 8 individual cups, and you get to pick which path that you want to take. The 8 of Cups is the 8 of the element of water, and you've got a lot of different options, who you want to be friends with, who you want to be married to, who you want to be in a relationship with. The 8 of Cups is telling you, pick the people who make you feel the best, and if you can tell you've got a relationship in your life where you just don't feel amazing about yourself. You're walking on eggshells. You're constantly asking yourself, are they really my friend? Do they really love me? It might actually be time to consider walking away from this connection. As I see here in the High Priestess, the more you've grown and the more work that you put into yourself, the more people who want you to stay stuck show their insecurities and a bit of a dark side. So you not wanting to go out and party or drink a lot of alcohol or wanting to gossip, like just any healthy habit that you take on and you stick to, that is threatening to someone who doesn't want to see you exceed their standard so much, who doesn't want to see you grow so much, who doesn't want to see you so much more successful than them. As I see here in the High Priestess, that the older you get and the more successful you become, the more that you actually stick to who you want to be and you grow as a person, you become more of someone that you're really proud of, the more that actually in a way like triggers people's insecurities. So you're gonna let go of some people in your life who were just holding you back and who honestly they wanted to see you do well but not better than them. They wanted to see you grow but not this much. So as soon as you grow too much, you get too famous, you get too wealthy, too successful, they start to behave in a really weird way. And next we received the Hermit. So what I see here in the Hermit is that you realize these things when you're by yourself. The Hermit represents going into hermit mode, going into loner mode, going into like just grinding hard mode, but by yourself alone, without anyone there, without anyone commenting, anyone being part of it. And in the Hermit, you've got the light as well. You see how he's got this lamp that illuminates? That's what happens with you. You finally get to the truth. You finally understand why some people have changed around you. And it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're just becoming too big of a light and a presence for them to know how to handle. And the result of this in the Nine of Coins is abundance and fulfillment in the earthly realm. The suit of coins is the suit of the element of earth and everything that's tangible and material, and that as a human you can like enjoy in the material realm, be it a nice car, a nice house, a nice paycheck, a beautiful surrounding and environment. The Nine of Coins is literally that indication that this is what's coming in your life. The more that you continue on this path, the more you weed out people who don't have any ambition, who question it when you put your ambition first, who literally always want to bring you back into your old habits. Like they don't want to see you outgrow the old you. And the more that you just like escape from those people and you don't let them influence you, the bigger your success becomes, because the more strong you are as well. And I do see here within sadness that the universe is saying to you, there's nothing to be sad about at this point. You've got everything going for you, group number 4, and I know it can cause sadness. I understand, group number 4, that sometimes it can feel like you are in hermit mode, you're alone on this journey, you're doing everything by yourself. But the thing is, your true, real friends and tribe is still out here, and they are the type of people who are waiting for you to overcome the procrastination of being with your old friends, being with your old circle. Here within procrastination, I can see that the longer you are in sadness, the more you're just procrastinating your greatness. You know when something amazing is just around the corner, but you don't know it's there. So you're sad about the past or what you're losing right now because you don't know that you had to let go and make space for an exciting future. And that's exactly what I see here. Letting go of any friendships and connections that weren't serving you anymore is something that shouldn't make you feel sad, because you're just making space for the most amazing future. You're just making space for what's just around the corner for you that is way better than what you once had. And what I see here is that the moment you realize there's no point in holding on to something you've outgrown, the faster you will get to that next stage and think, why did I ever wait? This is so much better being around like-minded, successful people who are really rooting for me. The Six of Cups shows innocence, so there is a child in your life that pushes you to do better and that pushes you to be the best version of yourself. And the more that you procrastinate, remember that you're also in a way taking away from that child, because the better that you do, the better that that child does and feels, and the better of a role model that child also sees. So don't procrastinate on winning. And I see here in the Three of Knives that yes, there can be this feeling of like a dark mood. It's like you've got two sides to you, group number 4. You've got a side that wants to push forward, that wants to be strong, that wants to take new opportunities and be successful. And then there's also a side of you that has a little bit of a depressed state at times, like you feel like you're alone in things, and you feel like a lot of times you're misunderstood. But literally the universe is saying to you, we all go through this, and in the end you're always going to triumph. You're not the type of person to stay stuck in wallowing or in sadness, or to let that be your life story. You were always picked out by the universe to be someone who triumphs, and who, regardless of what happens in your life, you end up on top. You end up winning. You end up being one of those people who just crosses the finish line with ease, while everyone else is asking themselves how you did it. And that is because your mind can't help but eventually find a solution, and eventually find a way to turn a negative into a positive. Next, we've got the Fool card, which is the very first card of the major arcana in the tarot, and it represents a new journey. So I do see here that you are embarking on a completely fresh new start, a new journey. And this new beginning has everything to do with also fulfilling the dreams that younger you had for yourself. As a child, you had big dreams that in between you gave up on, or you thought, I dreamt too big, maybe that was silly of me, maybe I should have just like thought of something smaller. But I do see here that the next chapter of your life is opening back up the possibility that your dreams can become your reality. And the Malachite is actually telling you to transform. Now is the time for you to transform. You can't stay stuck in the past or on what once was. That's great, it happened and it taught you a lot, but now it's time for you to transform. Now it's time for you to become the next version that you were always meant to be. And the Ocean Jasper, I see here, it's time to schedule yourself in. That means making time for the things that you want, just as you would schedule in a meeting with another person, an appointment with your doctor, just as you would schedule in something with another person and stick to it. Do the same for yourself. You count as well. You're also important, group number 4. And when you make yourself a very important person, when you make yourself the main character of your life, you start to act, walk, and talk and behave that way. Everyone around you does that too, and the universe starts to give you everything that you want, because, well, who else would be more deserving of it? Of course you deserve all the things that you desire. Let it go, group number 4. Let go of thoughts holding you back. The smoky quartz is bringing you the message. Smoky quartz is bringing you the message of letting go of any other thought, any other type of mindset that isn't serving you, because why keep it if it isn't doing something positive in your life? And the turquoise is telling you to prioritize your health at this point in time. Group number 4, if you have been putting off your blood work, if you've been putting off going to visit the dentist, you've been putting off your 10,000 steps per day, you have been putting off buying the vegetables and fruit and actually eating it, trying out those healthy recipes, having the protein shake in the morning. Now it's time to prioritize your health. The universe is literally saying to you, if not now, then when? Because now is the best time to prioritize your health. And prioritizing your health doesn't have to be kind of strenuous. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be something that you procrastinate or you put off. It can be really fun if you make it fun. Like, you can decide to reward yourself for prioritizing your health, and it could be that you do these appointments that you know are overdue, and then you give yourself a spa day, or you buy yourself really fun gummy supplements instead of the ones that you know you're not going to take. Yeah, okay, the gummies might have like sugar or artificial flavors in them, but it's still better than not taking your supplements at all. So you're making it fun and easy and accessible for yourself in a way that you know you will use, and in a way that you know you will stick to. That's the most important thing. having your health practices and doing them, sticking to them. And it doesn't matter what they look like and if someone else agrees or not. The most important thing is that you stick to it. The Knight of Pentacles is a young health professional that can help you to do this. Don't be afraid to consult with a doctor, a dietitian, a dermatologist if you're going through a phase in your life where something isn't quite normal, be it your skin, be it, for example, your bowel movements. I know TMI, but it's a really important indicator of your health. It could also be your energy levels that just feel kind of very up and down, or you might feel very fatigued and drained. Don't be afraid to talk to a young professional. This is a young man with kind of a little longer dark hair. They really know what they're doing, and the Queen of Swords shows that they will listen to you. That's what makes them different than the ones of the older generation. They truly listen to your concerns. They truly listen to the things you've been going through, your symptoms, and they will help you to find a way to overcome the symptoms that are making life more challenging than necessary, so you can completely optimize your health and have like the best meal plan, the best workout plan, the best supplements, so you can be there for your family, and you will even extend that onto your family. That's what I see here with the Queen of Swords. You'll get your parents, your kids, your siblings, your closest friends onto this as well, as you want to do everyone in your life justice. You want justice for your loved ones in the form of them finally having the things that they deserve, like having the care they deserve, vacations, feeling good about themselves, having rest days. Justice for you isn't just about feeling good about yourself. You want everyone around you to feel amazing too, to feel like they look amazing, to have like time to hang out with you. I see within justice that for you, happiness is a balance of your own happiness, but also the happiness of the people that you love. And the World is the final card of the major arcana in the tarot. This is the most favorable, most positive, most good luck card that you can receive of the entire tarot, and the World shows ultimate fulfillment, and this is the ultimate way to close off your reading, group number 4, as the World card shows that literally the world is your oyster, the world is at your feet. Only question is, will you take the opportunities? Will you believe in yourself? Will you give yourself the benefit of the doubt to live the most amazing lifestyle and have all of the things that you want by not backing down, being fearless, and simply going for it, group number 4, because now's the time for you to do it. Now's the time for you to have the courage to be that highest version of yourself. Now, group number 4, this is the reading that I've received for you. If it resonated, then make sure that you claim it below in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, as tarot card readings are energetic exchanges. Now, my gorgeous soul of group number 4, wherever you are in this world and whenever that you chose to receive your reading, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming predictions.